Hello my beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another pick a card reading, and the topic that we're looking at is what upgrades are happening for you right now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and we're going to tap into what it is, how it's occurring, the advice and the outcome for you. Okay, so let me just reveal the piles for you so you can tune in and choose those intuitively. Okay, so we have our 3 piles here. So we have pile number 1, which has Neptune. We have pile number 2, which has the number 3, or the 3rd house. And then we have pile number 3, which has Aquarius. Now, take a moment to tune in and feel into which one you're drawn to watching today. Don't forget that the timestamps are always in the description box below, so you can skip straight to 1, 2, or 3. And let's go. Hello pile number 1, welcome to your reading. What upgrades are occurring for you right now? This might be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically. Let's have a look. So you chose the pile with Neptune. Neptune's currently in retrograde, so maybe that is influencing you in some way. And the first card we have is Keep Your Dreams Alive. How very fitting with Neptune, because Neptune is the planet of dreams and hopes and healing. Keep your dreams alive. And then we have 4th house, home. Okay. So keeping your dreams and hopes and wishes in your home. And when we connect to this, you know, the upgrades that are occurring for you right now, it feels spiritually, because Neptune is mostly linked to spirituality, rules the 12th house. It's the internal, the subconscious, all those things. And then we have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Interesting. And it's funny that we get that here, because with the 4th house and home, it is very much like family, obviously our home environment, maybe what our wishes and dreams are in terms of that. Maybe you do want maybe a certain home, maybe you're working towards that home or working towards that family environment, having a baby even. I wonder what Teapot is going to be about. But anyway, let's just get a little bit more information on what upgrade is pile 1 currently going through, please. Bring a gentle touch. Okay. Pile 1. Okay. This is a bit of a mixture, isn't it? Like, I would say initially it was very like a spiritual upgrade, but there is a bit of a mindset and belief system playing in here. So it could be a mix of mentally and emotionally, because to me this feels like we're falling in and out of belief of that we will have what we want. So Spirit's coming through to show, or like to push you towards not losing hope or being disheartened when it comes to moving towards those dreams that you have so deeply within you. And I say deeply because 12th house in our it's meshed and molded within our subconscious mind. It's not something that we've just decided that we want on the material realm. This is really something that your higher self believes that you're worthy of having, or there's this spiritual connection to the reason why you want this, especially if it's linked to having children. It's like there's specific soul possibly waiting out there for you, and you know this deep down inside. You know, that's the kind of importance behind this message. But with the 7 of Cups and Temperance, sometimes we're going off path a little bit, or we're questioning what it is we want and how we're going to get it, and being a little disheartened in some way. Bring a Gentle Touch is just those soft, gentle reminders. And because Pile 1, I feel like sometimes you're really hard on yourself. Temperance can also be linked to our mental health, so we're feeling up and down, and when things don't look to be working out or happening in the direction we want, we can fall into a pattern of feeling really low. And that all comes from a deep spiritual faith or beliefs, behind what it is we want. So I think your upgrades right now are linked to your internal belief system and spiritual faith that what it is that you are wanting in this area is coming, and not losing that hope or that side of it. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex, I really feel like could possibly be just that connection with you and your higher self. Not that your higher self actually has a gender or anything like that, but I really think it's talking about ourself, and are we supporting ourselves in the pursuit of our dreams, or are we not? Okay, so let's shift these up here so we can get a little more into it. All right. How is this playing out, please? How is this upgrade feeling or playing out? I know that we have seen that it's pretty, sometimes we're feeling up and down in terms of our mental health, possibly. Maybe you're just feeling powerless, right? Feeling powerless, or losing hope or direction. Hopelessness, I want to say powerless and hopelessness. Maybe that's coming up for you, or in a way you're feeling weak or out of control, in not like it's a different way to see this. Like, this just feels like it's more, the mindset like, oh, well, if this doesn't look like it's happening, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to, I give up on that kind of thing. And that's giving away your power. Power lies within the words along the lines of, okay, so that wasn't the opportunity, that wasn't it, or it's not playing out yet, but I know it's coming, and I know I'm receiving. I'm in receiving mode, and I can't wait. I'm excited to experience this. Thank you, universe, for bringing this towards me, this was one step closer type thing. So reclaiming your power is that knowing, that faith, that strength, that strong belief system. I really think whatever this is that means a lot to you is, yeah, coming in strong. It's meant for you. So looking towards the future with a different mindset is necessary here, or like a optimism possibly is something that Spirit wants for you to bring more in. Let's go with advice. What is the advice right now for pile 1 while going through these upgrades, please? Leap of faith. See, having faith. It's almost like snap out of this mindset of, oh well, I guess I'll have to make new plans, or maybe I should have a backup plan. You know, that giving up. Don't give up. You need to take a leap of faith. And I've seen 3-3, 4-4, and now I'm seeing 2-2. So pay attention to those numbers that are showing up for you. Advice, please, for pile 1. Be gentle with yourself and bring a gentle touch. There's 2 cards indicating that you need to be softer and nicer to yourself, to the timing in which these things are playing out. Oh, spilled my coffee. Advice, please, for pile 1. Nearly lost. So what I'm hearing with you specifically, pile 1, is that 1-1-3-3 is that you are genuinely a beautiful hearted pile. You guys are just like genuine people and do so much for other people. And so these upgrades are occurring because you're worthy of it, because you're a good person. You've done your karma, your dharma is coming now. So remind yourself of that. For some reason, that is advice. To remind yourself and be aware that you are a good person. And it's time to believe that. It may be coming in slow and steady, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. That came through a little bit harsh. Like, this is what's coming. You might have a guide that's very upfront. Okay, can we please look at the outcome? The outcome. What are these upgrades and what's it gonna look like? What's the outcome look like for pile 1? Be true to your heart. Yeah, this is just a very confusing up and down time. But you're going to feel, once these upgrades occur, and as you transition through this, I have a feeling it's linked to Neptune's retrograde, however long that's going to be. I think you just have to roll with it and work on finding that belief. I would say delve into your spirituality even more. But the outcome looks like alignment. You are going to be so much more connected to your inner self, your higher self, your soul self, your spiritual self. And Ace of Pentacles, you're going to receive what it is you want. And it's all because you're thinking and feeling very differently at this point. Yeah, King of Pentacles in the split of the deck. You are going to get all the things that you wish for, that house, the home, the family, the baby, that beautiful environment, that connection, that security. I feel like that's a thing that you're working towards, and it will come. Obviously different times for everyone, but that's your message today, Pile 1. Sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. We're looking at what upgrades are currently happening for you right now. This could be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically, whatever comes through. Let's just see. So you chose number 3, which can be like the 3rd house in astrology. It could be like just the number 3 in general that you're guided to. Could be March. Let's check it out. First card we have is career, and then we have grasshopper. Situations in the balance. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. And then we have Vesta, hearth. Catch your breath. Okay. All right. This feels I almost want to say it's a mixture between physically and mentally, like feeling tired to a point, but we're like trying to keep things at balance. Like it's almost like Pile 2, you might feel like if you take your foot off the gas of one thing in your life, like a certain priority, it'll all fall apart. Let's continue to see why career is coming up. What is this upgrade, please? What's occurring for Pile 2? Give with gratitude and grace. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Okay. All right. What I'm getting here is Pile 2, you might be feeling mentally overloaded or stimulated to a sense where you're feeling mentally drained, but physically, you know, you could keep going. But also, what I feel for this is because of the upgrades that are occurring within you, and it feels like internal strength, but we'll keep going. You're really needing grounding right now while whatever it is going on for you. Something is trying to play out and work out behind the scenes, possibly linked to divine intervention. But right now you need to give yourself more grace to be tired, to have breaks, to not be perfect. Because it's like you may give with gratitude and grace to others, but what about yourself? And I think it's taking a toll on your mental health, or mentally just feeling overloaded. Yeah, there's definitely, the word balance is significant as well. I also feel like there's this mindset, this mental mindset that if you're not doing, you know, your work, your career, whatever it is, won't be successful. So it's like this limiting belief behind success is based on just efforts and doing, action alone, when in fact, action does play a big part, but it's also not it entirely, like whether or not you're feeling good and you're putting in the same effort every single day doesn't take away the fact that you're worthy of like a stable, sturdy kind of lifestyle, income type thing. However that kind of resonates with you. So maybe it's something that's come up before, maybe it's something that is coming up for the first time. Some of you, I feel like you've dealt with this before, but right now this is occurring because there's upgrades happening again. I feel like stability and financial changes want to come in, or are due to come in for you. Some kind of success is due to come in for you. And this is why this is occurring. Yes. See, it's really like the way that we think, our mental realms, our mental body. This upgrade is especially, it's happening mentally. This, again, the Lovers the card is Gemini. So that is Mercury ruled as well. So I'm wondering if you just feel like you have so much to do, or lists and things to do, and not enough time to do it. Bit by bit, it'll be okay. But there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here. A decision to think differently, I don't know. What is this decision? To be okay with slowing down, to be okay, come to peace with the seasons of life, to prioritize grounding, to do things differently. You need to decide to do things differently. Stop being stuck in a certain way because it's not working out for you. I feel like it's causing more stress, drama. Like, I have to get this done, and if I don't, I'm angry. That's what I'm picking up. So, how... well, we've already started going into how it's playing out. So, let's get more. How is this upgrade playing out in pile 2's life? This card, again, came out in the first pile. Bring a gentle touch. Pile 1 and 2, you guys are too hard on yourself. Or pile 2, you have like these high expectations of yourself. Actually, unrealistic expectations of yourself that just no longer fit. They're no longer in alignment with you. And this card came out. What the hell? Reclaim your power. By thinking the way you're thinking and stressing yourself out about not being able to, I don't know, is it that you can't get everything done or can't do everything to perfection, or you're doing the job that realistically could require 5 people, but you're trying to do it all yourself type thing. These unrealistic expectations are just having you lose your power in the way that you think and expect from yourself, and you're going to run yourself down. So there's really this mindset behind not having to do everything perfectly all the time, coming to peace with sometimes certain priorities get to fall behind for a while, and you can pick them back up when the season kind of changes or shifts or something changes in your life that allows for that. All right. What's the advice for pile 2, please? Advice during these changes, upgrades. Your upgrade might be linked to Mercury. I think we have a retrograde coming up at some point over the next month or 2. But Mercury could be significant in your birth chart. Anyway, what's the advice, please, for pile 2? Alright, there's a few different pieces of advice. For one, we need to view things differently in our mind, shifting our mind. Justice, that word balance is coming in again. If you want more balance in your life, this is an upgrade that's going to serve you. So don't fight it. Don't stay in the old ways. Don't stay in the ways that you've always done things. Or if you're currently doing something a certain way and it's not working, there's a reason. Spirit's very straight up today. Right now it's important to stop and catch your breath for some reason. And then reprogram or start from fresh. 2 of Cups could literally be, don't be afraid to ask for help, or be willing to lean on people who you trust more. Lean on them more. You're so independent, pile 2. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're doing something very differently. Fresh approach. Very good. Very good. Okay. Can you please show us the outcome for pile 2? Once this upgrade is or has occurred, how will it show up in pile 2's life? Oh, I like that. This one tried to come out earlier. Sweet results await with Bee Spirit, and give with gratitude and grace. The turkey always reminds me of like celebrations. You know, when we cook up and have turkey on special occasions, really, in many cultures, religions. So I feel like there's some kind of celebration or success or outcome that is good and sweet. And if you think of a bee, there is not just one bee in a beehive doing all the work. The queen bee does not do everything for herself. In fact, she does nothing except, you know, stay in the hive and reproduce. So this could be something to do with, some of you might be parents needing to be home more, and having to rely on others for work or taking on tasks or something somewhere. Letting go a little bit is not going to harm you. Okay. I feel like you could be taking a step away from something a little bit more, and peacefully, because we do have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So when I say peacefully, because the Hermit willingly surrenders in that way, plus we have Justice. So we're going from a 5 of Swords who looks pretty frustrated, stressed. They're causing themselves more pain than they need to. into, all right, well, that's fine, you know, like that surrender kind of attitude. And some of you, maybe it is to do with work, and you could be hiring or sharing your responsibility, your load a little bit more. King of Wands, someone who you trust, who is loyal, who is good. You making firm decisions and feeling good and strong in that, which are beautiful outcomes compared to where you're at right now. Beautiful. Last message. Well, you've got a lot of beautiful support around you that you're not, maybe you like feel guilty to use, to make the most of, but it's almost like this tribe, this community want to support you. Or there's more people than you realize that will come and support you in some way, however this kind of plays out, whether it's a shoulder to lean on, hiring of someone, whatever it is. But with the Magician, yeah, there's beautiful things waiting on the other side of this upgrade, this lesson, this learning. It's beautiful. Pile 2, I'm so happy for you. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what upgrades are happening for you right now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically, whatever it is. Let's look. So you chose the sign of Aquarius. You guys actually got 3 cards. So the first one is Needle and Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Nice. Vase. A secret admirer. Nice. And Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. How good is that? All right, let's have a look. We've got Libra with balance. This really talks to me. Relationships, Venus. Gratitude and appreciation. Let's get some more information. What is Pile 3's current upgrade? Magic works through you. Wow. Wow, I feel like Pile 3, you have a big mission to complete. Or you're here for a greater mission. And I think you're just starting to realize that. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have be fearless and bold. See, Aquarius is the humanitarian, the one that sees things from a different lens, who isn't afraid to put the people first and do things outside the box, you know, very clever. And there's definitely something here connected to, you know, bringing more balance into people's lives in some way. I feel like this is something that you do. And with Needle and Thread, it's almost like, I want to say that some of you are unknowingly or unintentionally some kind of healers. Whatever it is that you do, I feel like you help sew up wounds in some way. I mean, maybe some of you are literally nurses, but it doesn't literally have to be that. It can be anything. But the thing that you do is special. Yeah, this is beautiful. Magic works through you. So you're really being pushed and divinely guided towards this upgrade, which I think is very much connected to your purpose. So this is very like spiritual upgrade. It could be multiple things. Maybe physically you're being pushed to do something, or you've started something new. But you are very protected, honestly. You're being told to be fearless and bold and move forward, go forward, and with cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. You're protected. You don't need to worry. There's like this divinely guided push. And Gemini, cross-pollinate. And obviously we have bees. There's been some synchronicities showing up today. But here it's like you're, maybe from your point of view, you might not think that you're doing much, or the things that you do don't impact people in a massive way. But that's not what it's about. It's not about how many or how big of an impact you make. It's about being one of those steps, or like one of the people who have those beautiful intentions, who are working towards like being that humanitarian or that healer or that helper or whatever it is, whether it's through words or you're physically helping someone or you're energetically helping someone. Whatever it is, you matter. You're important, and there's a beautiful reason to why you're here and doing the thing that you do, or if you're not doing it yet, the thing that you're about to do. But with Secret Admirer vase or vase, I also feel like this gratitude and appreciation comes from someone or people around you, or they see you in a much brighter light than you see yourself. Like obviously everyone, think of a beehive, and there's thousands of bees that live in a beehive, and they all have their job to do. They may do things slightly differently or take a different route, but they're still a quality part of the process. And that's kind of what Spirit's bringing through, like in terms of this world and your job and the part you play. It's not about comparing to what this person's doing. It's about, do you feel fulfilled in the part that you do play? And are you being your authentic self? Are you listening to yourself and doing that? Do you feel like you're doing enough? But I feel like you see yourself differently to how everyone else sees you. You're incredible, you're amazing, and magic literally works through you. Literally. Says it right here. Can't make it up. You're very gifted. Pile 3, you're magical. So how is this playing out? How? Let's move these. Ogre. How is this playing out in pile 3's life right now? How? The Emperor. Whoa! So you could be either being made to step up or being called to step up in a certain role. Maybe you're stepping up in your skills in some way, but in some way you're stepping into an upgrade because it's your purpose. So whatever is really changing and upgrading in your life, or where you're being pushed to go, this is very divinely guided. The Emperor can talk about being the boss or the initiator. So some of you are being pushed in this direction. Some of you literally just have to be brave and bold. I mean, be fearless and bold and step towards it, what it is that's been lingering on your mind. And if that's not come yet, don't stress. It will. It will come to you. Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. It's not like this thing that you have to have decided or done by next week. If you don't know yet, start brainstorming. Or if you feel in alignment with where you are, allow opportunities to come in. If it's meant for you, it will come. It may not even be showing up dramatically in your life yet, but to me, this upgrade feels very inspirational, very moving in some way. Whereas other upgrades that people are possibly having a very, heavy or, around, harder lessons or stress. So don't overthink this and allow it to be as smooth and easy as it wants to be. And then when I say it, I mean the upgrade, the change, the thing that's occurring. Allow it to play out how it needs to. Don't overcomplicate it, because either way, I think a lot of you are already on the right path and things are playing out wonderfully. What's the advice, please, for pile 3? Contemplation. Okay. So dream a little. Think big. Think bigger. First house arrival. This really talks about courage to me. So we had be fearless and brave, and now we have first house. We did have the Emperor, and Emperor is Aries. The first house is ruled by Aries. So I'm really thinking like maybe you need to start pondering and thinking about, or dreaming a little more about what it is or what direction you feel like you're going in. Imagining yourself in the best possible place and taking on that courage, maybe being the initiator to take action, or working on that self-belief more so. That's what the first house is. It's like how we kind of see ourselves and feel about ourselves, and start to allow the outer world to see that too. So you could be possibly having significant transits that are influencing your first house in astrology, your birth chart. If you're not aware of that, I do birth chart readings. You can find in the links below. But this is wonderful. Advice. Be here now. Be present. So this isn't necessarily like, all right, quit your job, do this, upgrades are coming. This is very much connected to what is already occurring in your life right now, and it's about being present. Something in the present is very important. So that's part of your advice. And you're never alone. Yeah, you've got guides around you. You've got a spirit team and a half, guys. You are so loved and supported. Nothing can touch you. You've got things to do, people to see, places to be. Amazing. So can we please look at the outcome? What will this look like for pile 3? Change. Thank you, Uranus. Rebirth. Spiritual upgrades. I really feel like this is Big change, big change. A lot of you won't recognize yourself, or some of you have already started, or for a couple of years changes have been occurring. What will this look like, please? Right. You are never alone. I feel like people are going to be drawn to you a lot. Like, you're going to have people come to you and be drawn to your energy. And honestly, I feel like when that does occur, you're in the right place, the right mind frame, the right alignment. You're doing things right, I want to say. And keep an eye out for the numbers 222 for that alignment. If you're questioning something, you're asking yourself something, and then you see the numbers 222, just know that you're right, or you're thinking you're going in the right direction. See, we got a number 2, High Priestess. You guys are so intuitive, and this is just going to get more and more powerful, but in the most beautiful way. I feel like you guys are so humble as well about it. So be gentle with yourself and trust that certain people are guided to you for a reason. Don't talk yourself out of it either. You need to believe in yourself more. You are gifted. You are literally gifted. And it's time to recognize that. Give yourself credit for that and step into the thing that you need to do this lifetime. You chose to do this before you were even in this body. You would have decided this is what's going to happen and this is my path. And when you find that exact path, and it's going to be different for everyone, you're going to notice, because there's pure luck and happiness behind it. Like, you will know, because the universe will be supporting you and allowing for success, even in terms of this little random ideas. If that's in alignment with your soul, it'll be successful. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages. Queen of Cups. Yeah, guys, you are spiritual beings with a higher purpose, and there's upgrades happening here, and it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. There's peace, there's happiness, there's intuition, there's alignment. You know, you're really just on the way, progressing exactly as you're supposed to be. Pile 3, thank you so much for being here. This is a beautiful reading, and I'm so happy for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.